everybody, A-Train Liam here. Welcome back to another episode of MetroMania. We are here in the quarterfinals. It did take a long time for us to get here, but we're here now. That's what matters. So last week, Losermine claimed the last place in the quarterfinals, allowing us to begin this week. And we're going to kick things right off with an absolute belter. A dream match between Lance and CYNTHIA. Let's see who comes out this one on top. Is it Mommy or the Dragon Daddy? Let's find out. Here we go. The quarterfinals are underway in this very unique MetroMania season, and I do like this format. I hope you guys have liked the new format, because I've definitely got some great ideas for going forward for this particular format. As we see everybody enter the field, CYNTHIA is starting with Spiritomb and Gastrodon. Lance is starting strong with Salamence and Dragonite. Triple kick from Salamence, though, into Gastrodon to start things off. 3 little hits of that triple kick for a decent chunk of Gastrodon's HP there to start things off, especially with it not being same type attack bonus as Salamence. And now we have Dragonite going to take its first turn, going for Wrap into the Spiritomb slot. That's not going to affect the Ghost type, my friend. That's very unfortunate for you there. Now Gastrodon gets to begin proceedings for CYNTHIA side with a power swap, which I believe... Oh, you know what? That's actually really good. That puts Salamence's Intimidate onto Salamence. So now Salamence is at -1 attack. So great play there. You don't need Pants for the victory dance because Baboon's better than Weasel. That's showing my age. Up goes Spiritomb's attack by 1 stage and its defense by 1 stage there, and its speed, which it doesn't really make a massive difference with Spiritomb, but you know what? Anything's better than nothing when it comes to stat risers. Heal pulse, though. That's a bad move by Salamence, completely cancelling out the damage it did last turn. That's a big mistake on the part of Lance there, and now we have Dragonite with the follow-up. Goes for a Crab Hammer. That's going to activate Gastrodon's Storm Drain and raise its special attack, which is its primary offensive capability there, up by 1 stage. So big mistakes from the Lance side right now. And we have Spiritomb going for Mountain Gale into Dragonite for huge damage. Dragonite lives with just 2 hit points left. This is not looking good for Lance so far. We have Swagger from the Gastrodon there, which is going to raise this Salamence up by 2 stages. So now up to +1 if you're keeping that count at home, but will confuse it as well going forward. As we begin the next turn, Salamence is indeed confused. Is it going to get through the confusion? It's not. It's going to hit itself in confusion with an increased attack stat. Not great for Lance here. Lance is really on the back foot right now. CYNTHIA is all over this. Fake tears, though, from Gastrodon. From Dragonite there into the Spiritomb there. I'm going to drop its special attack by... Special attack or special... Yeah, no, special defense. I didn't see what happened. I'm pretty sure it's special defense by 2 stages for Spiritomb there. Oh, my word. Gastrodon's special attack increased, that's the word, by another stage as it goes for Fickle Beam into Salamence with +2 special attack. Salamence didn't stand a chance, and it is down already. Random number generator selected Gyarados to be the next Pokemon for Lance. Let's see if his iconic red Gyarados can do much more for him. You could do a lot for me by hitting that subscribe button, helping get this channel out to more people, helping get YouTube to add that extra 0. Turn on all notifications as well, because YouTube's weird notifications sometimes. Big Gust, though, into Spiritomb, and thus confirming the fake tears did drop the special defense, because you saw how much damage came from Gust there. Supersonic into Gastrodon from the very, very low HP Dragonite there. Confusing Gastrodon is a great play there to make sure that hopefully Gastrodon will take care of itself so that Lance doesn't have to. Seed Flare, though, from Spiritomb into Gyarados for some decent neutral damage there. Gastrodon now, can it shake through that confusion, or will it suffer the same fate as Lance's Salamence? It does indeed, and hits itself in confusion for a little bit of chip damage there. And now it's over to Gyarados once again. It's going to go for Trick Room, which is a really stupid idea because you're twisting the dimensions and making the slower Pokemon on CYNTHIA's team faster than your Pokemon. Not sure how I feel about that. Gastrodon now gets to move again so soon, but hits itself in the gooey face once again. So over to Spiritomb now, see if it can do anything to follow up on that blunder there. Another Seed Flare. Apparently the signature move of Spiritomb now into Dragonite takes it down. Lance has lost 2 Pokemon already. We are not even that far into this battle yet. We have Kingdra coming out for Lance now, and Gastrodon, now the fastest thing on the field, is still confused. What's he going to do? Another turn of confusion. Unbelievable scenes. Poor little Gastrodon just smacking itself in the face constantly. And here comes Spiritomb with a Thunderbolt into the Gyarados slot. That's another KO for Spiritomb. My word. Lance is properly on the back foot. So Kingdra gets the move. This is not looking good for Lance at all. And Kingdra is going to go for Uproar into Gastrodon there for decent damage. But now let's hear from our lovely, lovely sponsors. Why not? Now, I know I say this a lot, but it does bear repeating. I bloody love me some G Fuel! I'm really conscious that Sophie's sleeping in the next room and I'm just loud as all hell. But let me worry about that. In the meantime, listen as I tell you about the wonderful energy formula of G Fuel. It's an energy formula with barely any calories, zero sugar, and a whole heap of wonderful flavors like the absolutely fantastic Wumpa fruit that I'm drinking today. That's apple and mango. And it's got bloody Crash Bandicoot on it. Obviously, it's called Wumpa fruit, dickhead. It's bloody great. And the best part is that there is a buy one, get one free on G Fuel right now. So if you go to our link down in the description, you can get yourself a whole tub, 40 servings of G Fuel, and get another tub absolutely free of charge. Will save yourself a ton of money, and also by using our link you'll be directly supporting the channel. That's the word direct I was trying to say there. Directly support the channel, and that really means a lot to us. Like, just supporting us through G Fuel is the best way you can support our channel, and we really appreciate it. We being me, Sophie, and the dogs. I don't actually have a team or anything, but I do have G Fuel. Oh, and after 4 years with G Fuel, I wouldn't trade them for the world. Remember though, G Fuel is for over 18s only because it contains caffeine, and children don't need to be anywhere near caffeine. They're annoying enough as it is, and because it contains caffeine, drink it responsibly. Don't be a dickhead. And here we go. Flygon coming out now for Lance, who has already lost 3 Pokemon in this battle. God, it seems like it's barely even started. Gastrodon finally gets through that confusion and actually gets to have a turn, going for a Wood Hammer for neutral damage into Flygon, but of course it's a Gastrodon, so not a great deal of damage there dealt. A little bit of chip, a little bit of recoil damage there to Gastrodon as well. Here comes a Draining Kiss, though. That'll be super effective from Spiritomb into Flygon there, restoring its own HP at the expense of Flygon, who only just joined the field and is already at less than half its max HP. Kingdra goes for Uproar, but it's into the Spiritomb there. I'm pretty sure that will also end the Uproar because it failed there, but I guess we'll find out at the end of the turn. Flygon goes for Incinerate into Spiritomb and Gastrodon there for a little bit of chip damage, but very importantly, getting rid of their Leper Berries, and they've been on the field since turn 1, so they really do need... Oh, there's the Uproar ending. They really did need those Leper Berries because they're going to start running out of Metronome soon. Gastrodon it finally shakes off the confusion, goes for a Flying Press. Not a great deal of damage into Kingdra, but any damage is better than no damage, especially when you are in the driver's seat with 6 Pokemon to 3. Spiritomb goes for a Flame Wheel into Flygon there for some not very effective damage, but any damage better than no damage. Over to Kingdra now. What can it do? It's going to go for Ancient Power into the Spiritomb slot there for some big damage. Spiritomb still feeling the effects of the special attack drop there. And now Flygon is going to follow up with an Eerie Impulse, which is going to lower the special attack stat, I know that one, of Spiritomb by 2 stages there, rendering it a little less useful than it was. And now we have Gastrodon going for Bind into the Kingdra there. That's going to damage Kingdra at the end of every single preceding turn, you know, until it wears off, obviously. But that's not good for Kingdra going forward. Lance really needs to get some offense going. We have a Solar Blade charging this turn from Spiritomb. It will be used next turn, and of course that uses the physical attack stat, so that Eerie Impulse won't have had an effect on that. And I'm pretty sure Spiritomb is still at +1 attack at this point. We have an Axe Kick that doesn't affect Spiritomb, which will give crash damage to Kingdra, putting it so close to the danger zone. It's all falling apart for Lance. Is he caving here? We have Tea Time. Everyone's going to eat their held berries, but if you're keeping score, only 2 Pokemon on the field right now have held berries. It's Flygon and Kingdra, and they've not been on the field for very long, so not the wisest of choices there. I'd have gone on the offensive, personally. Is Cynthia going to lose a Pokemon in this battle? I'm really starting to wonder. There's the Bind damage, putting Kingdra well and truly into the danger zone there. The Trick Room has ended, though, so Flygon and Kingdra will be moving first this turn. Flygon specifically goes for Water Shuriken, but that is going to activate the Storm Drain of Gastrodon once again. It's now at +3 special attack. This Gastrodon is very dangerous right now. My word. Over to Kingdra. What will Kingdra do? Goes for Razor Leaf. That's super effective into Gastrodon. And finally, Cynthia loses a Pokemon. That was the opening that Lance needed. Get rid of the big threat of that +3 special attack Gastrodon. But here comes that Solar Blade from Spiritomb into Kingdra, and Kingdra goes down for it. Lance is down to his final 2 Pokemon. Can they go the distance? We've seen stranger things happen. I mean, look at Luzamine against Giovanni last week, right? In the last of the heats. Lucario coming out for Cynthia, and of course Cyclizar coming out as the last Pokemon for Lance. There goes for Morning Sun with full HP. That's not a good start there. Over to Flygon now. What will Flygon do here? It's going to go for Bitter Malice. Oh, we love a Bitter Malice in this house. Takes the Spiritomb down. That is 2 KOs for Lance now into Cynthia. So well done. It's kind of making their way back, but I don't know if it's too little too late. Coil from Lucario going to increase its attack, its defense, and its accuracy by 1 stage apiece, making that Lucario just that little bit more threatening in this battle. As Milotic comes out for Cynthia. Milotic, a bulky beast indeed. Here comes Cyclizar now for Lance, who's going to go for Water Pledge. It's not going to be very effective into Milotic there, but any damage at this point. Any damage. Just offensive moves aplenty is what Lance needs right now. Like a Hyper Voice from the Flygon there, doing a bit of chip damage there. Not very effective, of course, into Lucario, but does some chip damage as well to the Milotic. Spite is a dirty move in a Metronome battle. 4 PP, haha, PP very funny. Gone from Cyclizar's Metronome right there. I'm pretty sure Cyclizar still has its Lepiberry in play. Dark Void cannot be used. Then why have it in the Metronome availability, Pokemon? Huh? What's the point of that, knobhead? And here we see Cyclizar go for Confuse Ray. Great play there into the +1 attack Lucario. That is going to help going forward. Although it also has +1 defense. I can't remember if that affects Confusion or not. We'll see. But here comes Flygon now. Ready and raring to go. Goes for a Morning Sun on a turn where it's actually useful. Look at that. Take note, Cyclizar. Flygon getting back up to nearly max HP there. That might be the turning point in this battle. Lucario's confused, but is going to completely ignore it. Gastrodon should also take notes here. With a Burning Bulwark, Shades of Gouging Fire. So status moves will be able to go through that, but any physical contact moves that hit that will burn the Pokemon using it. Although it doesn't matter, because nothing's going to hit Lucario this turn, so never mind. Ignore me. Oh, no, Cyclizar. Yeah, this is the start of the next turn. Don't worry about it. That Power Gem from Milotic doing decent damage to Cyclizar, who's going to shrug it right off with a Slack Off there. Great play there. That's how... There you go. It's finally learned. That's how you use your HP restoring moves. You have to have lost HP. Here's Cotton Guard, though. Going to increase the defense of Flygon by 3 stages. That's a great play right there to keep Flygon on the field for as long as possible. Lucario's confused, though. Going to ignore the confusion once again. Go for that Metronome. And it's going for Stored Power into Cyclizar for a big chunk of damage there onto Cyclizar. And now... Milotic looking to follow up on that with a round. Going to do just some straightforward neutral special attack damage. Cyclizar now less than half its max HP. Is it going to go for another healing move here? No, it's going to go for Dragon Rush, but it's going to miss Dragon Rush with that really, really ropey accuracy there. It would have been resisted by the Steel-type Lucario, but it would have been damaged nonetheless. And oh my god, it goes for Misty Explosion, which is super effective on its ally Pokemon Cyclizar. Flygon is taking itself down and its partner throwing in the towel. Cynthia doesn't even need to worry about any of her other Pokemon because Lance has thrown the battle. He said, you know what, Cynthia, you go through to the semi-finals. So Cynthia just gets a bye, basically, at the end of all that. After what a great dominant battle she had, Lance just gave up in the end. Who saw that coming? So our first semi-finalist is decided. It's Cynthia. So we'll find out her opponent next week as Kalos's Alan takes on the lovely, lovely Leon. Thank you as always to our wonderful Ace Trainer Ultra XL members, Bro Metapod, Purple Dragonair, Toy Bonnie, Gear Overlord, Mumbai Cobra, Night Angel, Gamer Guy Mike, Cap Rider, Blue Malamu, and Bogey Taker. Thank you for your massive support on this channel. And I'll see you in the next video or my next live stream. MetroMania will be back on Wednesday this coming week. Get excited. Oh yeah, and keep on training.